I was a banker in North Alabama, and we had just sold our bank, and we're in the transition of going forward, and got a call from another banker about an opportunity in Tennessee. So I came up to Cookeville, Tennessee, and I sat down in the office and started talking to him. And at the end, he was kind of like, well, what kind of questions do you have for me? And I said, well, tell me, how many loans do y'all have? And he's like, well, I've got 8,326 loans. And I'm like, okay, and what's your portfolio size? And he's like, well, 236,565,225. And as I kept asking questions, I kept getting very specific answers. And the whole time I'm like looking at him going, how do you know these numbers like that? Are you just making them up, or is that the actual number? He's like, well, I use Be in Control.
I think the greatest value proposition is the single source of consolidating so many different operational components of a financial institution into a single platform.
Be in Control has such a wide impact for the entire bank. So in our lending department, they're using Be in Control from the time they get here to the time they leave. Operations does the same thing. They're using Be in Control throughout the various tasks. All those departments within Deposit Ops is using that system.
Be in Control has made me better at my job by allowing me to be more efficient. Being more efficient allows you to be more profitable. But in order to run something as big as the loan department is, without the tools that I get out of Be in Control, I don't see how you could be successful.
I do not know what I would do on the average day without Be in Control. In my current role at the bank, Be in Control makes my job 10 times easier. If we did not have Be in Control, we would have to hire a new team of people just to perform the tasks that Be in Control does for us. So something that would take 3 to 5 business days now can be completed in a matter of minutes.
Be in Control has really allowed me to streamline a lot of our processes that we have set up from an operational standpoint. We can now do things electronically, they route where they're supposed to automatically, and it's drastically cut down the amount of time that we wait on things to get to certain departments.
Being able to be here prior to Be in Control and then post Be in Control, I've been able to see the speed at which I can pull the information I need. Prior to Be in Control, it was difficult to get my past due reports out daily. Luckily, if we had them every 3 to 4 weeks, now I'm able to pull those in seconds. And it's features like that that allow us to be more successful and allow us to manage our department better.
I was a good banker when I was at my previous job, but I became an exceptional banker because of Be in Control. And the reason is, you can only know so much, and you have to make good decisions. And the way to make good decisions is to have the right information in front of you where it's easy to see and it's easy to digest. And so Be in Control did that for me, and it was a fundamental change in my career.
We were in one demo and the CEO of the credit union said, I don't want to offend you, but it's kind of like simple to use. I'm like, we don't take, there's a lot of purposeful work to make something that simple. I used Apple and the iPhone as an example. There's a lot of work that goes into making the iPhone as simple as it is, but really it's a very complex device. So we try to tackle a lot of those complex banking issues and challenges operationally by making it as simple as possible.
It's user-friendly. You don't have to be a technology wizard to figure it out.
The service that the Be in Control gives to the bank is top-notch.
I think what stands us out is the relationships that we build with a lot of our customers, where if they have a question or if they have a need, they can just pick up that phone and talk to somebody, within a few seconds.
If I were to leave this bank today and go somewhere else, the first thing I'm doing when I get to that new bank, I'm bringing Be in Control into the bank. It is the single most important tool in my tool belt.